Hello everyone, what is up? My name is Marshall, and welcome back to the 9th episode of this Hoffenheim career mode. We have recently finished out the month of November in the last episode, and in this one we will have 3 tricky games. Köln, I believe this one is at home, yes. And we have Eintracht Frankfurt away, and then Borussia Dortmund away as well. Oh no, this one's at home. Okay. And then in the 10th episode of this career mode, we will be doing the Werder Bremen game and the January transfer window. And obviously in the Bundesliga, we have a winter break because there are 2 fewer teams than in any of the other leagues. And a lot of teams actually take like a vacation kind of here after Christmas, and then they go here and do a training camp. And I think Bayer Leverkusen went to Florida or something like that. But I think it's a nice system here in the Bundesliga. A lot of leagues are looking for that, especially in the Premier League. There's a lot of calls for winter break, and I personally don't really think there should be one. I think maybe they should get a break in mid-January, just like a week off or something like that. But I think the festive period is a big part of the Premier League. But just wanted to look at the profit and expenses here. We have actually lost 3.53 million. Which isn't that great, honestly. Most of that has come from transfers, I guess. I'm not exactly too sure why we lost money. I guess we haven't really been getting it back. But Shula, Smolov, and Rudy are our highest shirt sellers. But we don't have any control over this, so I mean, nobody cares really, if we're honest about that. And then our budget for the January transfer window, not looking too good, only 2.1 million, but hopefully once we sell some players, it will be looking a little bit better. Alright guys, so I'm going to try out this 4-2-2-2 in the next match against Köln. Smolov and Wagner up top, Amiri and Demirbay is kind of like right attacking mid and left attacking mid, Rudy and Schwegler in the midfield, and the same back 5. Alright, so here we go into this match against Köln. Now, like I mentioned before, they're a side that's been overachieving in this league, and Anthony Modeste has been quite good for them all year. And I'm not sure how he's doing in this match, but Köln are usually a tough team to play against, and this season especially so. In real life, they're sitting around 7th place. They've been kind of inconsistent recently. They had a great start to this season, but they just haven't been, as consistent. They've dropped off a bit, and I don't think they're going to finish in the top 6. So there is no Modeste in their side, which is a little bit odd. Maybe he's injured. I probably should have checked before the match. But he is a former Hoffenheim player, and he will be missed for sure by his side. Smolov, great ball forward. Schwegler into Smolov. He has one from distance, and wow, what a strike that was. First time from distance. And Kessler makes a save. Köln have a lot of players that I've never even heard of in here. Where's Timo Horn? Where's Marcel Riese? They're stars, and like I mentioned already, Anthony Modeste, but they still seem to be doing alright, currently in 9th place. Whipping this one in now. Smolov underneath it, and Kessler tips that one over the top. Once again, we threaten from a set piece. Köln have been very defensive so far, but we're trying to look to cut them through, and that is not a good tackle, and we will get a free kick. Now, I would shoot, but we need to score here, I think. I don't know if Rudy can do it, so we're going to do the LTA into Schwegler, and it's blocked by Zoller. Rudy rolls it across his body. Great turn from Rudy, and Wagner now looking for Demirbay. We'll cross it in. Oh, what a ball! That has to be a pen, doesn't it? Wagner was tripped from behind there. I'm not too sure. I think if he goes down, that's a penalty. Interesting, though, he does get the shot away, and Kessler tips that one behind. But Amiri, we still have the ball, and Rudy with the shot, and that one goes just wide. Good tackle from Schwegler. Zuber now into Rudy. Rudy trying to go around the outside. That's another penalty! What is going on? Fredrik Sorensen has been so solid all game, but that is just awful. Rudy gets past him, and he brings him down, taking the yellow card. But once again, it's a penalty, and I'm thinking here, that is 5 penalties in the last 6 games, I want to say. It's been very interesting, but Fedor Smolov will try to step up to take this one. That's not a good penalty. Oh, but he does score. The keeper stays up the middle. That's relief, because we have absolutely dominated this match, and Smolov is going to dab on him. It's not a good penalty. If the keeper guessed the right way, he certainly would have saved it, but he didn't guess the right way. He stayed up the middle, and it's a goal. Well, another game which we've won 1-0 on a penalty. I'm sorry for this boring content, but I just could not break down Köln today. They were so solid at the back. They made so many good saves, and they barely had anything. But it was a penalty that separated the 2 teams. Okay, so as we come into this match against Frankfurt, they sit in 12th place in the league Bayern Munich have dropped points in their last game, meaning that we're only 1 point behind them and only 7 points behind the league leaders. Okay guys, so for this match, I've decided to go with a 4-2-3-1, which I think is a bit of an interesting choice considering that it didn't work out too well. But we've got a bunch of players back here. I'm going to start Tolian at left back because he's been growing nicely in training. Cher, Sula, and Kadriabek still in the back four. Rudy and Schwegler holding mids, and then Amiri, Vargas, and Weiser sit behind Smolov, and I've dropped Wagner to the reserves because he just hasn't been good enough. Okay, so as we start this match, I wanted to look at Eintracht Frankfurt. They have been a good side this season, and a lot of their players have been quite surprising considering how poor they were last season. They finished just outside the relegation zone, but they've been really good this season alongside Hoffenheim and Leipzig. They're a big surprise, and they're almost in quite early there. Rudy up into Vargas. Vargas getting around everyone. Eduardo Vargas gets inside. Vargas, oh, Vallejo with the block. Alright guys, so this stuff always happens to me, but somehow I managed to lose the audio for the second part. I really got to get more organized here, but the rest of this video is going to be post-com. I'm sorry if you don't like that, but I got to do it. But in this match, it was very frustrating because we absolutely dominated, and in the 90th minute, I didn't think we were going to get a goal, but Mark Uth comes up big from the edge of the area. He hasn't performed well at all so far this season, but I was like, yeah, you know, let's throw him on, and he got the goal to win us this game, and I was so happy, and yeah, we definitely deserved it. They didn't. I don't even think they had a shot on target all game. And it was just attack, attack, attack. And I mean, I'm very happy that it wasn't a penalty, but I'm sorry for another 1-0 win. But what a finish that was from Mark Uth, by the way. Like, how did he do that? Was that like he from the edge of the box and he got that one in? But we ended up winning 1-0 against the Eintracht Frankfurt side, who was very resilient defensively. And I was very proud of the team for coming through and getting that one. And as you can see here in a moment, the full stats are right here. This looks like a part that I forgot to delete in the video. But yeah, there you can see 1 goal, 1 shot, 0 on target for them, 14 shots and 7 on target for us. That is absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, in the next match, we would come up against Borussia Dortmund at home, and this is a crucial match. In real life, they are in 4th, we are in 5th, and in this save, it's about the same. I think they were ahead of us at this point. Or no, actually, we were ahead of them. We were in 3rd, and they were in 5th. But after Uth scored that late equalizer, I was like, hey, let's give him a start. So Uth went up top for Borussia this Dortmund match, and they played a 3-4-3, and I was a little confused by that, but I still thought it would be a very tough game. They had a weird player called Bowman in goal, and it wasn't Baumann, it was Bowman, so I don't know. But the first chance would come to them as Emre Moore went down his right-hand side, put it back into the middle for Christian Pulisic, and he put that one way over the bar. And then, just before halftime, Rudy would whip the cross, and it'd be cleared away from Bender, only as far as Rudy, who would whip that one back in, and Demirbay somehow managed to rise above Mark Bartra, and somehow the keeper saved it. He headed it straight at the keeper, but I don't know, maybe it was just shock from getting that chance. But then another chance for Dortmund just after the break, and some great passing from them, and Schürrle can't quite finish it off. And then just after that chance here, we would play out from the goal kick. Smolov would look to go over the top for Mark Uth, and he would find him. We would go down the right-hand side with Kerem Demirbay, and at this point I was like, yep, this is where we need to be, this is where we need to be. And then Uth got the ball in a perfect position, and he just hit it straight at the keeper. Good positioning from the Dortmund third choice, I'd presume, but I mean, I don't know how that happened. And then Emre Moore hit the post, and I had to say this game was very exciting until this point. What is going on? It's another penalty. Andre Schürrle takes it out. It's such an even game at this point. And then Andre Schürrle just does the dumbest thing ever. He just leaves his foot. He doesn't even have to make a challenge. It's on the corner of the 18-yard box. And Fedor Smolov would step up to take it, and there would be no missing this time. If a keeper guessed the right way, he might have saved it because it was at a savable height, but he didn't. And we end up going 1-0 up to Dortmund, and it was just a stupid mistake from Andre Schürrle. It didn't need to be a penalty, and yeah, they threatened a lot here. Pulisic with another chance there, but in the 76th minute, they pushed everyone forward, and Rudy was able to run through their entire defense, and it was a good save from the keeper. And then in the 86th minute, the same thing happened. Uth back to Rudy, Uth in the middle, and Uth would get another goal. He's on a 2-goal streak right now, and I am so proud of Mark Uth. He comes in for Wagner, who's not been playing well lately. It's nice to have have a good player, and we would end up winning this match 2-0. And it's funny because this is the match that we've dominated the least in this episode. It was very, very even, yet somehow we're winning 2-0. The other ones, we've only won 1-0, and I don't know, can't explain it. That's just football for you. Nice Meg right through the keeper's legs there. And as you can see, confirmation that this game was very close. We both had 7 shots, and ours had 6 on target, but we had significantly less possession. And as you can see there, Smolov is second place in the league for goals. Rupp is up there with assists, and Baumann is top for clean sheets, which is pretty nice to see. That's going to be it for today, though. See you guys next time.